the tall, dark figure. My name is Robby. Before I get started, I must tell some of the backstory to this event. My experience happened at my great-grandmother's house in western Louisiana. Her property was nestled on the border of the Clear Creek Wildlife Management Area. This meant that my cousins and I had free range on woods that were posted, meaning that hunting and fishing was not allowed in these protected lands. Although we never hunted or fished, we took advantage of the pristine creeks and ponds that were excellent for swimming during the hot summer months. My great-grandmother, which she preferred everyone call her Granny, even our guests, owned a small white house on 100 acres of land and lived by herself. She had 6 grandsons, my dad being the oldest, and we got together frequently during the summer months and on holidays. There was a 4-foot hurricane fence that encircled 1/4 acre, and inside of the fence was the house, which sat on blocks. My paranormal encounter happened one evening during Thanksgiving break. I believe I was 13 at the time, and I had gotten into an argument that day with one of my male cousins, who was half a year younger than me. So I decided to take a walk by myself on one of the many trails behind the property and to clear my head of things. I liked playing with my cousins, but I did enjoy my alone time in the woods too, finding and tracking deer, climbing trees, and just laying down in the thick pine straw and taking in the sounds of nature. Well, it was getting dark, so I decided to head home. As I exited the management area and neared the gate where my parents' van was parked, I noticed most of the background noise had died away. This startled me because I'd never heard such quietness in these woods. As I approached the gate, I saw movement from in front of the van. I blew it off and kept walking, thinking it was one of my cousins trying to scare me. As I got closer, I figured out quickly it wasn't one of my cousins. Standing there near the hood of the van was this tall, dark, thin figure, at least 7 feet tall, with red eyes and what looked like a brim hat. Its body was like looking at a 3D shadow. I was instantly frozen with fear, but slowly I could feel my legs starting to shake uncontrollably. Its gaze was powerful, and then it took one step towards me and let out this low, deep hiss. A split second later, my flight or fight instinct took over. Let's just say my fight lost. I never saw this thing again after that day, and I never told any of my family. I don't really know what I saw that day. I always just believed it to be a ghost, or maybe even demonic. It's been 25 years now, and I've never had another paranormal encounter since. Thankfully.